American entrepreneurs come north seeking something more desirable than booze.
Women!
No, gold. 30 years after California's wild gold rush, someone hits pay dirt in the Yukon. And unlike the California gold rush, the Yukon is almost civilized. How Canadian, a gold rush with a lineup.
Purpose of your visit?
Gold! Gold!
Are you importing any fruits or meats?
Yeah!
Good, you need them to prevent scurvy. Any knives or sharp instruments?
Yeah?
Good, you need them for hunting. Any firearms?
Yeah?
Good, you'll need them to hunt meat. Any explosives?
The dynamite?
Oh, good, you need that to mine gold. Do you have anything else to declare?
Yeah, I declare myself pretty pissed off at all this paperwork. Out of my way, monkey boy.
Now, you know, I could ask you to bend over, and I am wearing cloth gloves.
The Klondike Gold Rush of 1897-1899 was one of the most colorful and dramatic episodes in Canadian history, and the last and greatest in a series of massive North American gold rushes that began in California in 1849. The Klondike Gold Rush occurred in what is now the Yukon Territory, where miners had been looking for gold since the early 1870s. On August 16, 1896, three men, Skookum Jim and Dawson Charlie, brothers and members of the Tagish First Nation, and George Washington Carmack, an American married to their sister, found gold in Rabbit Creek, a small stream flowing into the Klondike River. They found it, they said, under rocks in the stream, thick between the flaky slabs, like cheese sandwiches. The deposits were incredibly rich. On El Dorado Creek, a small tributary of Rabbit Creek, subsequently renamed Bonanza Creek, gold worth more than 30 million Canadian dollars was eventually found. Today, the same amount of gold would be worth 440 million US dollars, or 660 million Canadian dollars. And this was just from one of many gold-bearing creeks in the Klondike. By 1911, $140 million worth of gold, nearly $3 billion today, had been taken out of the ground. Because communications were so slow between the Klondike and what residents called the outside, it was not until the spring of 1897 that the world learned of the discovery. Tens of thousands of people headed for the Klondike in that year, with about 40,000 of them making it north. Dawson City, founded about 20 kilometers from the gold fields at a point where the Klondike flowed into the Yukon River, was for a time the largest city in Canada west of Winnipeg. For 2 wild years, the Yukon was consumed with gold fever, and people from all over the world climbed the Chilkoot Pass and sailed or floated down the Yukon River in search of wealth, which most failed to find. Meanwhile, the Northwest Mounted Police kept a watchful eye on the territory. By 1899, the richest creeks had been completely worked. In the summer of that year, gold was discovered on the beaches of Nome, Alaska, drawing thousands away from the Klondike. This marked the beginning of a decline in the territory's population, which fell from nearly 40,000 in 1898 to just over 4,000 in 1921. Though industrial gold production continued, and does on a small scale to this day, the rush was over.